Hello and welcome back. I'm Mr. Jacobson, and this is the channel where I spend sums of money on watches so you might not have to. If you've been following this channel, and thank you if you have, then you will know that I have previously asked if there is a viable alternative to the Pagani Design range. I've made a couple of videos on Pagani Design, and they offer ridiculous value for money. Ridiculous value for money. So today I'm looking into one such alternative, Loreo, or Loreo. This time around I offer up this Hulk Submariner model to find out if this can compete with Pagani Designs. And if you're in a hurry, I can tell you right now that it certainly cannot. Don't buy this watch, you'll be wasting your money, but if you're interested as to why, let's push on. The box is quite nice, with an off-white design and a papyrus sort of detail. You've got Loreo written in gold. Pop the hood and you're met with the watch immediately, with quite a bit of plastic around it. It is well covered and looks a little dusty inside, so let's just clean it up a bit. There, much better. Anyway, the specs are as follows. You have a 40mm diameter instead of Pagani's 43mm. You have 13mm of thickness, 48mm lug to lug, and 20mm between them. You have a 22cm strap, even though the site lists it as 22 inches. You also have a 20 bar water resistance, so you should be able to scramble your brains underwater with sunken coral reef Spanish frigates if you wish, but I still wouldn't. It's powered by the Seagull ST16 movement that can be viewed via the displayed caseback. The whole watch weighs in at 162 grams and will set you back a little less than $65 US. It looks fine, and the movement looks interesting through the window, and the 40mm diameter is better suited for most wrists. You also get sapphire glass and a Cyclops date function. And look here, have a wrist shot with a bracelet on. Change the bracelet out for a rubber strap or a NATO and you could have something for the summer. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, right? And remember that my wrist is 19 centimeters, or 7.48 inches, or 0.000944 furlongs. It agrees with it. But all of this doesn't really matter, because there is no point in getting this watch, and there is no point in making this video at all. I could have just said, and I did, don't buy the watch, and that would be that. However, since you've watched this far, I will now present all the things that are wrong with this watch, in as quick a manner as possible so you don't have to waste too much of your precious time. In the name of science, I actually bought two Loreos, or Loreos, one black and one green Hulk. Take a look at the Cyclops eye. On the black watch to the left, it towers like a huge tower, an absolute eyesore, while the Hulk's is a lot more modest and discreet, reminding of the Pagani's. But that doesn't matter either, because look at the unidirectional bezel. I can turn it with my nail on the Hulk, but there's a lot more resistance going on the black one. So that's not very consistent. But that's not all. Look at the hands that jump when you try to set the time. Ugh. But the worst part of it all is that this watch simply stopped working when I tried to set it a few times. After setting the time and popping the stupid screw down crown back in, it just stopped. I had to bash it into my desk for it to start again. After trying setting the time again, it died once more. Hopeless. The black one hasn't had that trouble. But again, QC. So the problem is consistency. Either you may end up with a working bezel but a complete eyesore of a date function, or you could have a more discreet Cyclops eye date function but with a poor working movement. Either way, I wholeheartedly do not recommend buying this watch because you have no clue as to what you might end up getting. Why get one of these when you have Pagani just around the corner for the same price? Now, the size, I admit, is a difference, but that is the only thing that speaks for this Loreo. So sorry for wasting your time. It's a terrible watch, and I'm disappointed because I love Seagulls in general and their movements, but this iteration is just not worth your hard-earned cash, even though it is only 65 bucks. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Mr. Jacobson. Don't buy the watch. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one.